Hey everyone, happy Saturday and welcome to a short episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So I have been coming in about every Saturday, at least when we're in town, but I'm trying to limit myself to like 3 hours or so and go home by lunchtime and then try and spend more time with my family. So anyway, let's see what I got done today in about 3 hours. So I had previously working on this car since I had re-indexed all the rear suspension and stuff. While I was back there, I readjusted the brakes. They were pretty close. I think that side I might have adjusted like one click on both adjusters. This side somehow was a bit on the loose side, so a few more clicks. And then just to make sure things were balanced out, I went ahead and today did the same thing on the front here. They were pretty good. I might have adjusted each side like a click or so. So just, normal kind of wear or whatever, probably, or just things settling once you drive it. So nothing to be concerned about, but, tiny bit more braking power probably with them adjusted a little bit tighter. So did that, and then I went ahead and did a front end alignment on the car. And it was off a bit. So these cars are supposed to have about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch of toe in. It was, I think, an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch of toe out. And so when the front of a car is towed out, they kind of try and steer themselves, and they're very sensitive to like lines in the road or anything. Since you got the wheels are kind of going like this down the road as opposed to, straight, ever so slightly like this. Any little thing on the road, they kind of grab it and try and go off in that direction on that side. So anyway, the factory spec is, it's in millimeters, of course, but it ends up being like a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch. So went ahead and set that. I think I'm like right on at an 1/8 of an inch of toe in now. So, the owner may or may not even notice it, but the car should drive a little better with that and not be as kind of wandering and so on when they're driving it. Anyway, so I did that, did the alignment, adjusted the front brakes, and then went ahead and I had put his carburetor on previously, but I hadn't really adjusted it. And so I went and, first thing is prime the engine a little bit since I had the carburetor off, and it pretty much fired right up very quickly. And I went ahead and went through the adjustment procedure on the carburetor, and it was off pretty kind of a lot for whoever had it. So I put it back together initially how it was set. And then before I started it, I went ahead and set it at like the sort of like factory default settings, and they were off a bit from where it was set. But then from there, you kind of go and adjust it. So I think it still was off quite a bit. And anyway, so it seems to be idling nice now. I've set the choke and stuff like that, and took it for a test drive to get it good and warmed up before I did the adjustments. And we'll see. So now that I've adjusted it warm, I need to take it for another test drive, but not today because I'm going home. And we'll see. I may have to do a little bit more fine tuning, but it should be good. It should run a little smoother and stuff like that now, especially at low engine speeds. And again, freshly rebuilt carburetor. It seemed like it had some little bit of crud in it. And what else? That's about it. The car has I think settled now that I've driven it. I've probably put about, 3 miles on it or so. It's still a tiny bit higher in back, but I think unless you sort of measure it, you wouldn't necessarily notice that. To me, it looks level until I start putting a tape measure to the running boards. It looks level, and in fact, I think the running boards themselves aren't necessarily level on the body, at least the way they're adjusted on here. I see that the front running board there is pretty much even with the bottom of the fender, but then the back running board seems like it's kind of sitting up a little bit. So running boards themselves may not be always super reliable, but anyway, I'm gonna say the car is sitting good now. And I think the owner's going to be very happy because, again, those of you that have that follow the channel know when this car came in, it was literally like 1 3/4 inches lower and back. It looked kind of silly. And now I think anyone looking at this car would think it looks appropriate. So the only other big thing on this car is, and I need to reach back out to Koch's, is I have asked them to make a passenger side window for it, because I don't know if this will show. Yeah, there it is right there. Ooh, big old scratch. Pretty bad one. And so I'm having Koch's make one with the logo, which I may or may not be. There it is. Yeah, with the logo on it. And so, yeah, that's kind of the last major thing on this car, is replacing this window. So hopefully I'll be able to get that from Koch's early this coming week, get that on, and get this beauty back. This guy and gal, his wife, is the family of the original owner. Her parents bought it. She's got it now. And so, yeah, get this thing back to them. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, short one. Spent 3 hours here. Managed to get a few things done on this guy. So that is it. Hope everyone enjoys your weekend, and we'll see you guys again on Monday. Bye.